Right, champs. Let's fucking do this, man. Let's get cracking on that. We should be live. We should be live.
Have you got pensions
Fuck
from
off.
previous jobs?
What the fuck is going on here? I don't give a shit about pension. I'm still young. Right then. What's going on, champs? Sorry about the noise outside. Just getting someone to sort out some wardrobe and shit like that. What's good though, man? What's good? What's going on, champs? Hope you guys doing well. So, it's interesting today. We've got the monthly close coming up. We've got NFP coming up on Friday. September being bearish as well. Generally speaking, we've got. Let me wait for this guy to finish. Yeah, so yeah, we've got NFP coming up and the month coming up. We've got September's tend to be bearish for the whole month in crypto, as we talked about it last time. Yeah, so sorry about that. Yeah, the last 7 months. 7 months. The last 9 years, 7 years out of 9 has been bearish as well. So, is it any different? Is this time different? I don't know. I don't think so, but we'll see how it goes, man. So let's see who we got here. Shout out to all you guys, man. We got a bunch of mans over here. We got Crypto Cruz. We got Vegeta. Morning to you guys. David. We got Piotr. Trade with ND. Morning to you, bro. John Caboose. We got Art Gemini. We got Fan of Country Club. I'm having a great day, man. Same to you as well, man. And you know what? As he's saying, as per our plan, Rangers played out really well. Thank you. You know what? End of the day, I didn't do anything. I just drew a bunch of lines and that was it. And he played out really well, right? We played it both sides of the market, up and down as well. With BTC, Ethereum came into the mid range we talked about yesterday. The plan worked out pretty well. So, the question is, what happens now? But before we do that, we're gonna go through a few things in terms of the monthly itself because I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm looking at it right now, and it looks shit. It looks really, really shit. So, what else we got? We got Guna. We got Voodoo 666. That's a cool name. Sebastian. We got freaking Derry. I never give up. Were you busy longing? Is that why stream was it? No. What happened is the dude came for the wardrobe. One of the wardrobes I've got had to be like adjusted kind of thing. So he's just come in. So obviously I got delayed a little bit by that. We got Half Hustle. What's going on, brother? We got Pirate, man. Pirate is in the house as well. Everyone's gonna get all happy now. You never looked at the message. What message? Oh, look. What's up? Went to WhatsApp. Oh. Sorry, when you were sending. Let's have a look. I told you. Well, let me wait 1 second, and let me read this message from Pirate. Right? I'm not gonna read it to you guys because that's. Yep. I told you, Pirate. I told you. I told you. The thing is, like, anyway, we'll talk about this afterwards. But I was right. It's very blatant there. But anyway, we got Adromedas. Adromedas. Is it? Am I saying it right? We got you're new here. I've never seen you on the chat, so good to have you here. We got Nick F. We've got Thomas here, man. Good man. Good man. I'm doing well, man. Hope you guys are doing well. It is what day is it? Wednesday. So last day of the month. Do I take a trade? Not so much. I take it easy. Yesterday I did a 4.6 hour trade. I'm quite happy about that. I'd sit back and relax and let things set up, right? So you're gonna stay up for monthly close? Yeah, I always stay up. I always stay up for monthly close. I always have a look at it as well. The key is is what's gonna happen. Actually, me and Vegeta was talking about this yesterday night, and he said something really important as well, and it's absolutely true. So I'm just gonna bring this up actually. He keeps coming at me. Yeah, because you're a pretty girl. That's what it is, isn't it? Everyone's gonna come at you when you got good looks in it. That's what it is. So what can I say? You did look for it. Well, you did look for it. So if there's certain personalities, you gotta be a bit careful, right? But anyway, we'll talk about that afterwards. So what me and Vegeta was talking about, shout out to Vegeta, big love to him as well. He was saying that if we close below 20k, it does look shit, right? And it's absolutely true. I do believe that's the fact as well. If we get a close below the monthly below this 20k, right, and the candle looks like this, it's gonna look terrible. Why? Because what will happen is we're gonna lose support, and then in September we'll have a little bit of a pump, a little bit of a push before we start dumping down into these areas here. These areas itself, let's have a look what we got. We got, I mean, this is the first key level we gotta look at, and then I'll be looking at this area of consolidation here. Let me highlight this. This is the area of consolidation. As you can see, this area was a price for 2 months. We actually, well, 2.5 months, 3 months, you can count it, where we consolidated over here before we had the final push up for the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months of bullishness, and then we have 3 months down, and then we had a couple of months up, and then that's it, and that was all of it. So I'm going to be honest with you guys, the bear market is going to get a lot more nastier than what we're seeing right now. I'm going to explain to you why before we even look at the market scenario in terms of what can we do as a day trade plan, X, Y, and Z. But it's not looking good, bruv, innit? That's what I'm saying. What's going on, Gandalf? You good? Shakaib is here, man. Good to have you here. Short it to 0. No. Let's not short it to 0. Let's short it to, like, first level. Let's have a look. First level, I'd say, will be around 12k. 12k marker, and then we'll go from there, okay? But if you guys, I don't know if you guys ever followed me back in the days, and I'm talking about back in the days in, like, freaking couple of months ago, a couple of months ago, I did say if this, like, if this was like a chart on the 1 minute time frame, I do love 1 minute. It's even 15 seconds. If this was at 15 seconds, I'd definitely wait for it to come down here, do its thing, reclaim this. This will be my trigger, right? This is my confirmation for longs. Target 1 over here. I'll find some resistance over there. I'll take some off of at 20k, and then wait for it to pull back into this area, and then long it again. Once I long it again, break out of here, and off we go into these levels, into this level, and then this level here. All right, that's the way I would look at it if this was a 15-second chart. All right, if this is a 15-second chart, this would look banging for me to actually look for a long, providing we get to this. So that's my plan, really. That's my honest plan, and which is why on Ethereum I've got buys at $400 below to about $300 around that time. These are my long-term bags there. I'm just gonna hold there. So I've got some buys in there. I'm just gonna let it do its thing. Am I buying any alts? No, not really. Am I doing anything else? No, not really. I'm just looking for shorts as it is. But we'll break it down level to level. Okay. So that's the way I'm looking at it if this is a 15-second chart. Okay. So another thing is you got to think about is that we could close above this level today. Not a problem. It's not an issue. But again, if you remember when I actually did the, do you remember I said to you like the monthly open is here, and then we get a bit of a hold up there, let it do its thing. The moment we lose this level, this will be my trigger for a monthly play to go all the way back down. Wherever it is, for me, will be around this area. So if you see September starting to be a bit bullish in the first couple of days, don't get too fucking excited. You've seen this many times. We've done this over and over again. Mark the monthly open, watch it react, right? You will find a bit of a support over here, a bit of support there, a little bit of a support there. Play as it comes with targeting this area, these highs over here off the monthly itself, the 1st of September. And then once we lose this area here, fucking long your shorts, and then that's it, right? And that's all you gotta do. Okay? Does that make sense, everybody? What's going on, Carl? Good to have you here as well. Tell the country clan gang will come. Yeah, man, 100%. We got Rahul here. We got Goonie. Evening to you, man. Evening is morning in the UK. Hafalal, what's going on, brother? Good to have you here. Goonie. Yeah, people are already simping. Yep, simping for Pirate. I told you, Pirate is. I might as well just, just stop talking in there and let Pirate do all the talking right now. she's the main attraction. That's why I get her on the show. I really have her on the show on the chats here just to gain some traction, right? Literally is that. I don't need to actually talk shit and talk charts and nothing like that. I get Pirate to come on here and there every day. She's always here and she's always backing it for me 100%. Shout out to Pirate. And yeah, man, I'm getting my views because of Pirate. That's what it is. No one gives a shit about me. I'm joking. I'm messing. I got love for you, Pirate. But yeah. So what's it? Short it to minus 100 and we'll get paid for holding BTC 100%. Just like oil. Remember oil? What happened to that in May 2020? During not May, March 2020 when we had the COVID dump and whatnot. So yeah, I believe oil went to minus 20. So that was fucking horrible. Even if monthly closes above 20k, leaning bearish as current monthly candle looks like is take out higher the previous candles and I saw a sell off 100%. Let's see what September bring. And let's see, Gigabrain Z using Pirate Review. Yeah, 100%. I get out if I'm troubling it. Nah, man, you're not troubling anyone, Pirate. You stay here. You stay here. Stay put where you are. Do you do long-term investing also? Will there be some of these pieces in the country club? Yes, there will be long-term investing when the time comes. Because look, I will never tell you that I'm like, look, that's the thing is I'm have you guys caught me saying to you guys, oh, I'm buying alts, buy this, buy that. I haven't done that. I have bought a few alts here and there when there was a bit of a pump. Like for example, A0 was one, a few others as well. There's a couple of others, and I rode it for a couple of percentage. That was all it is. And then the moment like EPDC was my key. When EPDC started breaking down, I'm like, cut the fucking trade. I'm done. I'm done with my profit. I think A0 I bought in around 80 cents, and I cut the trade about 133. So it's over. It's about 60%. It's a 60%, but I think gain from there. That noise is quite loud, isn't it? Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I got thinking like 60% gain. I was quite happy with that, and I cut the trade, and that's it. And then since then, I haven't bought a single alt, and I don't really give a shit about alts. I don't care about it, and I don't think it's gonna last for long. And what Vegeta said is a really key important thing, which leads to my next thing. Really, I was gonna say. So if you look at this, right, at the monthly itself, let me just zoom into this. All right, give me a moment. So look at this, which is why I talked about the ranges of last month's range. Look what happened, right? Can you see this? This high was taken out. Where's the next magnet price? It's going to be this low and then this low. So the first initial target would have to be this level, right? From there, we'll work it out what happens to be hold above it. And I do think we're going to hold a bit above, maybe come to the mid-range and then come back down, take out these lows over here, and off we go to 12k. That's what I'm looking for approximately, and I believe that's what's going to actually end up happening really as well. Macro wise, nothing's changed. It's been bearish, man. Even the Fed saying they're still going to, you know, the hikes are still going to go on. They're looking at a 50 BPS. That's not a good sign. Just because it's 75 to 50, that's not a fucking good sign. It's like me saying to you, yeah, a gallon of milk is like a £1, right? But it's now gone to £1.80, right? But don't worry about it. Next month it's gonna go to £1.70. You're like, it's still fucking expensive, you motherfucker. Like the fuck you charging me 70p extra for fucking milk? The cows are still there. You know what I'm saying? But it's the same principle in that kind of way. So I think that's what's gonna happen in September, and I believe this is gonna be around the PA of September. So mark that in your diaries, and trust me, I don't think we're gonna go any higher. I don't see us going any higher to 28k. I was looking for the 28k. If it does, it does. We play it anyway. So that's that. Another thesis why I'm looking at. Let's see what's going on. Chat's going mad. I think Pirate's going mad here. What's it? It will become the Pirate Show. Dank in the corner. But Dank is not going to be in the corner. Dank is just going to sit like he's going to sit at Pirate's house while Pirate takes over my house here. That's what's going to happen. Nah, I know you're not looking for attention. You're a cool person, so don't worry. You do your thing in it. Half also saying genuine question. Have you ever thought about doing a little meetup or something where we can all link up and chill, etc.? Yes, that's what I will be looking to do when it comes to the country club itself. I'm not calling it the country club just for the sake of a name. It's really gonna be legitimately one of those exclusive places where you get to, because you know what it's like when you look at it this way, right? Let me chat to you guys quickly before we even go carry on any charts. So you know when you look at like influencers itself, or like even traders, like your favorite traders, whoever it may be, how many of you guys actually want to be able to just dig their brains a little bit and sit down and discuss a few things here and there? You won't be able to get a chance to actually meet any of your favorite influencers, for example, whoever it may be. So what I'm trying to do is literally just open up the gates into a whole different world itself, in terms of just making you like expanding what's possible, right? It's connecting people, right? It's all about connections, all about networking. You guys as whether you're a newbie or whether you've been in the space for a couple of months or a couple of years or whatever. It doesn't really matter. But so many of you guys want to have like exclusive things that you would never ever be able to attain. For example, be knowledge, number one, right? How to trade, and speaking to your mentor, for example, and actually discussing things, having homework as well, because that's, I believe, like just like in school you have homework, and the homework, it gives you practice, and practice makes perfection. Perfection allows you to have positive outcomes. So it's consistency. It all comes down to consistency. But if you don't have someone marking your ranges or your SRs, or explain to you what's going on in depth, then you're not going to learn. It's a hard struggle, right? So I'm trying to do that for you guys as well. I'm trying to actually look at ways of how do I get you guys to come and meet me as well, one way or another, so we can just sit down and discuss a few things, whatever you want. We don't need to discuss trading. We can just talk about football, whatever you want to do, and literally just chill out. For example, I'm going to, if any of you guys are from France, and or near Paris or something like that, I'm going to the Binance blockchain on the 14th. I will be landing Paris. I booked my ticket already. I'll be landing Paris on the 13th, is on Tuesday afternoon. So if you guys want, well, I'm not going to meet anyone on Tuesday. I'm going to go to see my aunt and stuff like that. My cousins are all going to meet me up. So if you guys want to meet me up as well afterwards, on whether it be Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, by all means, let me know. I'm more than happy to meet you guys as well. We can just chill out and whatnot, go get a meal and shit like that. Whatever you want. So I'm more than happy to do so. Just DM me if you want, and we'll organize something as well. So there's that. There's going in the future in the bull run, because someone asked about about like long-term investing. Long-term investing right now is not going to happen. We're in a bearish market. I wouldn't recommend anyone to invest in anything. Nothing at all. Don't even hold BTC. Don't even hold Ethereum. Dollar is king. Dollar will always be king, and will always be king forever. So what I would say to you guys is, by all means, like, if you want to invest in things now, that's your choice. I'm not here to tell you what you should do. I will give you advice, what I believe should be done, right, in my opinion, and I believe what's the best way of actually playing the market. But you can do whatever you want, by all means. I'm not here to stop anyone, or because if you think like, oh yeah, Dank is actually holding you back, no, that's not the truth. That's not the truth. In fact, I'm trying to help you, attain much greater things in the future. But it's entirely up to you. But when the time comes to long-term investing, trust me, we will actually we will be investing in things quite heavily. So like, for example, when, if like I was saying, right, when price gets into these areas here, in this consolidation area here, and it starts to consolidate in this area here, this is the area we'll be long-term investing. This will then be it. Because what will going to happen is, like, price will come into here, we get a deviation, right? Let it do its thing, but it's still going to be in a range bound environment. This here is the long-term investment. That's where we will. That's where we'll be. And I will shout some coins, shout some projects as well. All these kind of things. What I believe will be the thing to actually get into as well. For example, if you guys are aware, like, I got into Floki at 10 million market cap. I think it was in August 2021. Was it August 21? I think so. Something like that. I went to Dubai. When did I went to Dubai? I went to Dubai in 2020? No, 2021, yeah. I went to Dubai in August 2021. Shout out to Petabyte for that as well. And he's the one who passed that on to me. And I tweeted about it as well. So obviously not many people can actually, follow a tweet or whatever. But when I actually advised him, listen, like, Floki is the thing. Because I met up with Petabyte in Dubai. Me and him was just literally opposite the Burj Khalifa. We're smoking shisha and we're just chatting about Floki, and we talked about big plans. And we were saying 1 billion market cap is going to be a very easy number to hit. And we did. We hit 1 billion. I think we hit 3 billion or something like that. And I made a good amount of money from there. I was quite happy with that. And those who actually followed me. Those who came in after, came in after. But, well, it is what it is. But we'll do a lot of things there. Is that mic crackling, killing anyone else's soul, or is it just me? I think what's going on is I've got my Bose speakers is causing a bit of a crackle. How about that? Is that better for you guys? Let's have a look. Let's see. What else is going on? Give some, yeah, man. Show some love, man. Smash the likes, man, because we're gonna be killing this one today. Very like the vibe, Pirate Expert. Pirate's a cool person, man. Shout out to Pirate, man. Very important concept, guys. Pay attention. Pirate's always here. Show some love to Channel and Country Club. Appreciate that, brother. They even reduced. Yeah, they're reducing the balance sheet. Yeah, by 90 million. That's correct. That's right. I did see that. It is. I think it's 96. They were saying. but around that number. So we are gonna do a lot of good things in the future as well. The bear market is the one that. Are you going? No, pirate. Let me give her a text. Let me message her. I'm saying, don't leave. Come back. We miss you. Cool. Yeah. So there's a lot of things going on happen as well. So the bear market, I've said this over and over again. I'll say this again for anyone who's new. The bear market is the way to actually make a lot of money. All right, like not make a lot of money. Whether you want to make money in the shorts as well, you can make a lot of money equally as the bull market. But the bear market is the place to actually learn. It is really is the key. So if you put the effort into it, trust me. When it comes to the bull market, you'd be sitting back and chilling, man. Trust me. Ask Vegeta. Vegeta is a prime example. He was playing the market as it is, and in the bull market, he made a good amount of stash. He's chilling. My man's in Dubai chilling. You know what I'm saying? So what's that? Oh, so cars. Oh, so you're attending the Paris Binance? Let me know. We'll meet up. I got my big bag of USDT filling up by the trading. Cool, big man. Yeah, Petabyte is a very friendly person. You short printing. Let's fucking go. Dangle CZ pumps Binance Spotlight projects during the BNB event. Let's go. Anyway, let's get cracking. Let's get cracking, right? So that's that, right? So that's we're talking about BTC. Another chart that I've one of my favorite charts is Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance has been one of my favorite things to actually play with. It gives me an understanding of what's going on. So as you can see from my chart from before, this was how it was before, right? Back in the days, right? And obviously in those days, consolidation in that area. And then from the 2017, bang, we just shut down all the way down over here, and we made the low, and then we rise up. And this was a previous consolidation, and used 2019 high and 2018 high. See different types of ranges as well. It's not just about picking out highs and lows. I do pick out different things. There's a lot more to than just picking highs and lows on ranges. Let me just show you. Look at this, right? So I picked that 2019 high, right? Resistance. 2018 high, it's causing support. Because resistance, when we get above it, support. I couldn't use this one, right? But I use the 2018 high. Why? Because look, that is a yearly level. The yearly level, right, is always gonna have more significance than anything else than the monthly level. All right. So then we had a deviation, we step back up, back to range high, and then once we lost this level, off we go. And then now all we've done of the last nearly 2 years now is consolidated in this low area here. So it's now a range band environment. Okay, so looking at a range band environment, as you can see, we've got low, high, and it's a range band environment. So low to high, high to low, low to high, high to low, low to high, and we're going back down to high, right? To the low. So if I were to show you on the weekly, right, just have a look at what's going on. As you can see, we had significance in one after another, just continual down movement all the way here. Eventually this, like, you can just look at it as a trend line, for example. If I do on the daily, let's have a look. Let's get a trend line going. So let's use this high over here to this. Yeah, let's do like that, right? And you can see, well, it's not pitch perfect, but you get the point. Actually, no. Let me try this one. Let me try this high over here to this over here. That's much better. As you can see, we got resistance, deviation, resistance, resistance, resistance. How many times is this going to be hit resistance before it breaks out? Okay, and on top of that, we're approaching range low, which I think we could do something like this, break out, and off we go. 25% mid range, find a pull back there from the mid range, reclaim that back to 75%, all the way to range high. And what does this mean to the price of Bitcoin? All right, that's the thing that most people might not understand. So what this means is, if Bitcoin dominance is actually going down, right? So the percentage, right? Bitcoin dominance, what does that mean? It's the amount of money that's actually in Bitcoin. So the more there is in Bitcoin, the higher the dominance is. Makes sense, because it is more dominating. At the moment, it's 40%, 40.11% in the whole cryptosphere is in Bitcoin, right? If it goes up, that means there's more. If it goes to like 46, 50% or whatever, that means there's more people, there's more money holding Bitcoin. Because this is why Bitcoin is always going to be king, not Ethereum. Ethereum is never going to hit that kind of number, not in our lifetime, in my opinion. Merge or no merge, I don't give a shit. It's just still Bitcoin, okay? It's like, when your mom and dad gave birth, like your mum gave birth to you. You gotta respect your mum. How are you gonna disrespect your mum and say, yeah, I'm gonna take, I'm gonna take over this and that? It doesn't make any sense. And the day Bitcoin is always going to be the king, right? Until proven otherwise. I think that's what the fact is. Now, as Bitcoin dominance go up, right? So let's just break this down. I'm gonna write this down actually. So BTC dominance, right? Bitcoin dot D means dominance, right? Goes up, up, more money in Bitcoin, BTC, BTC. Well, I'll sort this out in a second just to know it goes down, less money in BTC. Okay, let me just put this over here, and there you go. So you see, when Bitcoin dominance goes up, more money in BTC. When Bitcoin dominance go down, less money in BTC. Make sense, everybody? Everyone with me at the moment? So then, what does that mean, right? Now let's do another one. So BTC D goes up. That means price of BTC goes down. And your BTC goes down. Price of BTC goes up. Right. Then, as the dominance goes up, the price of BTC goes down. As the dominance goes down, the price of BTC goes up. Right, that's pretty much the key thing. It's not 100% exactly accurate as in prices in reflection of the price, but it does has an influence to the price. Let me write that down before someone actually gets confused. Note, not 100%, not a reflection of BTC price, but that should help a lot of people there. So please do make a note of this, right? So it's not a reflection of BTC price, but it's an indication of the movement in price. What does that mean? So you see, if you look here, right? Let's go back down over here. We're just going to use this chart here, right? Let me just focus on this area here first. So do you remember this was back in May, right? This is May 2021 when we had a dump. This dump here, right? This dump itself was all good up to 69k. That's the 69k level, right? Not even right, 69. No, that wasn't 69. I think that was 63k level, okay? And then when we got to here, right? This level here was approximately the 30k area, right? Do you remember? We'll reflect this on BTC in just a moment. It's all education purposes here, okay? So as the dominance was going down, because there's more money in alts, Bitcoin pushed up to 63k. I think that was the all-time high at the time. Then, as then we had the May dump with the whole Elon Musk, the Chinese FUD, all that kind of nonsense, and we actually, and then we start range banding into this area here. And what happened is this was like the 30k. This was the 30k low here, and obviously we come back down, and then I think it was in July. In July, so we come back. I think it was this level here tagged the yearly open, right? This deviation here was when we started breaking down. Okay, we started breaking down. I started breaking up on the upside, and remember, Bitcoin was range bounding, and we started doing this. Okay, so this area here was this here. Okay, and then what happened is price went all the way back down, and this level here was the 69k. I can't even fucking write, man. What the fuck is 69k level? All right, and then from November, was it 69k? Yeah, it's approximately 69k, or was this 69? So something like that, right? And as you can see, it fluctuates. When it fluctuates this way up and down, right? It fluctuates. So I think November was the 69k level. Something I can't remember exactly. Anyway, so what I'm trying to say to you is we can use these levels here, and we can time this right itself in terms of how Bitcoin is doing in price. It's not a reflection in price. It's all it is. It's just a reflection of how the dominance is going, and we have an idea of whether to pump or dump it. That's what it is, okay? Simple as that. But the key point to take away really comes down to this, is that, let me write this down, yeah, here we go. So as the dominance goes up, more BTC in Bitcoin. As the dominance goes down, less money in Bitcoin. And also, when it goes up, the price of Bitcoin goes down, approximately. When the price goes down, the price of Bitcoin goes up. but it's not a reflection of the price in Bitcoin. So as we are approaching, right, let me do all this, we don't need this no more. As we're approaching range low, I do expect, look here, from range low, we've got support, deviation, and here we are. I do expect us to come into this area here. Once we reclaim range low, I think that's it. And this will be the key for us to go fucking low, right? So, does it sound really low? How's the sound for everybody? Everyone, it's okay? Okay, it's all good. It's good. I think it's just architect then. Is your volume up? I don't know. I'm trying to say. Or maybe close the app, close YouTube, and then put it back on. Is it better now? Yeah? Cool. Sounds fine. Alright, it's blessed then. Okay, cool. So we can carry on then. So that's the view on okay, now. Just bear with me just a moment while that's getting done. Okay, cool. Carry on. Really apologize for that. What's going on, Bam Bam? What are you saying? You good? Zer's in the house. We got Artemis in the house. We got Bam Bam. What's going on? We need Pirate back on the show. That's what we need. We need Pirate. Pirate, come back. Keep us busy. What's going on, Zed? You good? Yeah, exactly. Pirate there. Where is Pirate? Yeah, it's true. Where's Pirate? We need Pirate. Pirate, come back. Market's getting chopped up. Pirates disappeared. It's just a freaking shit show, isn't it? We got a new one. We got Vanessa. Who's Vanessa? Everyone's gonna jump on Vanessa in just a moment. I bet you everyone's gonna jump on Vanessa in just a moment. We gotta go mental on Vanessa. But yo, Vanessa, how you doing? Oh shit. This channel has become freaking. Might as well make an OnlyFans out of this, man. I don't know what's going on. You got Ning in the house. What's going on, Ning? Everyone's gonna jump on Ning in just a moment. Any females in the house, jump on them. Right. Cool, late today, brother. Hope you're good. I'm doing well, Joe. How you doing, brother? Yeah, see, there we go. Car starting it off. Let's go. So this. You guys are making me choke and shit, man. Fucking hell. What a geezer. So, what I was talking about. So, the next point I want to talk about is like the range of last month, right? I talked about it already. Touch it again. Change the username. Yeah. Pirates now Vanessa now, is it? Yeah. Next time I choose a female. John. Dude, I don't know. Could the freaking hell, man. You guys are mad. Anyway, so we're talking about what you call it? Bitcoin. Let's focus on Bitcoin. We do all the education content. Let's just focus without actually gaining any confusion here. So we got the low of country club. What a geezer. I can't. I just can't. Today I can't. I can't do it. I need a cigarette. Shit. Fucking hell. Freaking hell, man. At least no one's disrespecting Pirate, right? That's the good thing. And I remember, I think there was one geezer who was trying to get shot in it on Pirate. I can't remember who he was. I forgot the name or something. Maybe you guys remember trying to shot on his Pirate. And I remember like Pirate was messaging me after. Like she got pissed off. She got really pissed off anyway. I was like, alright, cool. Listen, guys, let's just chill out, man. And the funny thing is, Pirate, you gotta tell him. Well, we don't need to mention names, but someone else is trying to shoot their shot with Pirate as well, right now as we speak. Oh man, it was T-Roll. That was it, T-Roll. Because T-Roll messaged me on Twitter, and was like apologizing a lot and stuff like that. I was like, it's all good though, but like, let's not disrespect women in it. Let's not disrespect people in it. Fucking T-Raw. What a funny geezer. To be honest, right, it was funny. I actually found it funny that day. That was a hilarious show there. Vanessa equals pirate. Yep. Anyone gives you beef, let me know. I've got your back. I bet you do fan a country club. We love women. We all do. We all do. I'm a biggest fan of women. Fucking hell. What are you saying, pirate though, man? Might as well tell us about you. What's your days? I think evolving, man. When are you going to Ethiopia? You coming to the thingy, to the Binance blockchain. What's a woman? Fucking goonie. Oh shit. You guys are fucking mental. The question is, do you guys attend the show to see Pirate? Is that what it is? That's what I feel like sometimes. That's what it is. Alright, cool. Hopefully things are a bit more quiet now. What have I... Joe, you walked... It's like this every day now. It's becoming like this every single day. When it comes to thinking Pirate actually somehow attracts a lot of attention. She doesn't do anything. She just says, hi, how's it going? And stuff like that. And next thing is everyone is like paying attention to the chat. They're not even paying attention to the chat at all. Oh, man. Man, I bet you if I had like a female poster behind me, not this dank logo, you wouldn't really bother with me. And if the camera goes off, because sometimes it's like, yeah, don't worry about the camera. But if there was a female poster behind me or something like that, you're like, yo, put the camera back on. Oh, I didn't actually check out the market media meditation. I didn't check it out. Yes, I had a few things I was trying to sort out and whatnot. But no, I didn't check it out. I will have to do that really, really soon. So anyway, we're talking about the it's just men. Yet add lights to the poster. Move out the way, Dank. It's good for the camera. Right. So I was thinking about June. Sorry, July. July's range, as you can see, we got liquidity resting here. You can call this a bit of a double bottom. Not really, it is a double bottom, but you can call it a double bottom. We got July's high there. Liquidity was taken out, and we never was able to reclaim and hold above it. You see those wicks on the daily? It was signals for us to go back to mid-range, from the mid-range, come back down, and retest, and off we go. We're now at 25%. To me, it's going back down lower. To me, I tell you why, right? One of the main reasons, there's two reasons why I'm thinking this is going to go lower. Number one, range bound environment. As we always say, the rules of ranges is always high to low. They were high to mid, mid to low, low to mid, mid to high. I say this over and over again. I'm always going to say this over and over again. Okay? And then the second thing is, can you look over this on the daily? Have a look at this. I'm not a fan of this. There's two, you see, well, it's not really a flat body candle, but in a way it is a flat body candle. You see that as a flat body candle there. In my experiences when it comes to forex trading or crypto market trading itself, Justin, just NFT, Trader, thank you, and Pirate. I don't know. Me and Pirate are really good friends. That's what we are. We're just good friends. There's no sexual tension. I have no sexual tension at all. I'm very, very calm when it's like, look, because I'm not the one looking at the freaking chat and trying to chat to Pirate every single day, every time. I'm not the one doing this. I'm the one focusing on the chart. So there's no sexual tension here. I'm blessed. I'm very calm where I am. Oh, man. So, yeah, as I was saying, the flat body candles in my experiences with trading Forex. Oh, my eyes are burning me a bit. Yeah, there we go. It's better. So, as from my experience of trading crypto market and Forex trading as well, when I see a flat body candle, we tend to take it out. So, don't believe me, look at this, right? I'll show you. So, this one here was a flat body candle. Flat body candle there. And then next day, right, what happened is we take out the wicks. We take out the candle. Just to, well, slight small take out there. And this to me is another flat body candle. But where we find a resistance 25%. So something like this. Break it down, take out this low, take out these, break it down, and then we take out this liquidity and then this. That's what I'm looking for, right? I will be wrong on the shorts, right? It's a plan. So I'm not taking a short now. It's a plan. Where I would start taking longs is this. If you start breaking up and holding above this, take out these highs, for example. And then my target will be, target 1 will be this. That'll be target 1. And then from target 2, I'll be looking to come into this area here. This area here, that'll be target 2. So that's for longs. If we reclaim 20 point, let's call it 20.2k, right? Yeah, around this level where we are. If we reclaim the 20.2k K area, then I said target 1 would actually would be 20.7, call it 20.8, and then next target will be 21.3. That's what I'm looking for. That's for the long scenarios, just looking at it as a basic chart. Okay, does that make sense, everybody? Anyone following me? Don't be Vitalik. Nah, I'm not Vitalik, man. Trust me. But no one can be Vitalik. Even black men can't be Vitalik. That was something else, though. That was something else. Freaking hell, Vitalik. He's after market. Nah, I'm not after no one, man. I'm after actually making some money. That's why I'm after market meditation. Like geezer. Stop saying range bound environment. I have to drink a shot every time you say it. I swear. Okay, now. Sorry, Goonie. Eve looks much better as of now. Yeah, let's see. Let's see what's going on. Eve riding the Vitalik pump. I don't think it's gonna last for long. We'll talk about that in just a moment. Let's just talk about BTC and see what happened. Okay, so we know this level is where it's key. Looking at BTC. Now let's start narrowing it down. Okay. Goonie, I'm gonna say it one more time because you're gonna have to take another shot now. All right. Where are we right now? We are in Monday's range. It's a range bound environment. Okay. We can't reclaim Monday's high. It was a short yesterday. If you're taking the short, happy days. The invalidation was here. I talked about invalidation here, and I've talked about what stop losses and invalidations are. And this is your invalidation, right? This level is invalidation. It's not your stop loss, which means that if price comes out, takes out these highs over here, it's the market structure is a bullish market structure, right? So you can still think it's a bullish market structure. Why? Because that's the low, that's the low, that's the higher high, higher low, and then you say, oh, is this going to be the higher high? But it never did. It was just a fake out, right? So we capped that Monday's high itself. So this invalidation would have been is legitimately. I would have been wrong if we're taking out the high, because what would happen is we come back down to Monday's high, reclaim this invalidation, and then get out to the mid range, and then play it level to level to the next level, set of targets there. So where we are right now, to me right now, so we said we need to reclaim that 20.2, 20.3k area for us to go a lot more higher. But if you start narrowing it down on the 1 hour, for example, we can start seeing that we need to reclaim Monday's high. Really, Monday's high reclaiming this will then say target 1 is 20.8. I said 20.8 in it, right? Or something like 20.7 or some shit like that, whatever it was, right? 20.7, I said 21.3. And 21.3, slightly different on this Binance chart, right? So compared to, actually notice, go to Bitcoin dominance. No, I put it on the daily. Sorry. Yeah, it was in the daily. So I was saying 20.7 to 21.3, right? Going back to this chart over here, as you can see, let's have a look. How are we looking at? Yeah, there we go. I think that makes sense. So then I said 20.7, which is this level, was mid range, and then 21.3, which is where this area here, and that's the 75% of the range. And if it does come into here, to these, look, this is all area consolidation. Come into here, and if it doesn't break up, if it doesn't do something like this, right? Because then I'll be targeting at the monthly open, which I don't think that's going to happen. It's a bearish month. It's going to close as a bearish month anyway, but below the monthly open. If it doesn't do something like this, then I'll be looking for longs around here, right? At the breakout of this range bound environment. But what could potentially happen is if it does reclaim the mid range, come into this area, we can find some. You might take out the stops because there's equal highs over here. Come back down, break down, and off we go back into these areas. Playing well, we'll see if we get to this area, but we play it range bound to range, right? Level to level. Okay, does that make sense, everybody? Just off the bat. Right, I'm going to make a bingo card for the next stream. AVAX, what's going on with AVAX? Is it pumping? Should be dumping. Took the short and then long back up to Monday's high. Easy peasy. Ranges are easy this week. Yeah, man. We've done it before, actually. Do you remember that one time there was a particular range, right? On a Monday, it was capped in Monday's range, and we play up and down, up and down, up and down until it breaks out. And it's just the same situation here. Nothing's changed there, okay? So look at the hourly. Now let's start marking up plans, because now we're on the overview itself. our focus right now should be on Monday's range. We shouldn't really focus on anything else but Monday's range, because that's where price is capped, right? People ask me a lot of times, why do I use Monday's range? But look at this, right? Here's an example. A prime example why I use Monday's range, okay? There we go. There we go. So this is Monday's low, and this is Monday's high. And you can see the bulk of the movement of price has been in this area here, okay? For those who don't understand, when I say bulk of the movement is where price is being played. When I say capped, right? So you look for the low and the high. Sorry, one second. Got a tickle in my nose, in it. Oh, man. There we go. Got 3 trades this week. Good man. Good man. So yes, I was saying the bulk of the movement is here. So when you look at ranges, you're looking for what's capping the market on the upside and what's capping the market on the downside. When I say capping, look at this low here. It's stopping the market from going any lower. The upside, what's stopping the market going any further is this high here, because look, we get a deviation. Price gets above it and shortly is outlived and comes back into the range, right? Again here, that same high becomes resistance, and it becomes resistance, which means that that's a key level on like a daily or hourly or whatever, right? Whichever time frame you want to use is a key level, because if we come up here and hold support, what does that mean? Resistance has flipped to support, because this at the moment, every time when we tap into it, it's resistance. We can expect it to be resistance, right? Every time we come to this area here, this low here, we can expect it to be support, so we expect to hold it. At any point when you start flipping, right? So when resistance becomes support, right? That's when we start looking for longs, okay? When support becomes resistance, that's when we start looking for shorts. Everyone understand that? Any newbies who actually are new to this, does that make sense to you? Hopefully that should make things a lot more easier for you, okay? Stop buying discount Coke and your nose won't. Fucking hell, dude. I don't take drugs. Well, I don't take Coke. I've never taken Coke in my life. Never ever taken Coke in my life. Never was interested in Coke. I thought Coke was always just a bit of a nonsense in my opinion. But yeah, anybody IT person here, we need a crazy intro like YouTube. Like, yeah, dude, yeah. You know what? SC's intro was kind of sick. I was watching his stream yesterday about the alt thing. I was like, that's kind of lit. That's really lit. So, but yeah. So in the meantime, we're just looking at as a range bound environment now. So how? Okay, I didn't jump into a short here, right? I wasn't in a short here because this was during Asian time, right? 6 o'clock in the UK time. So obviously I was sleeping at the time. I woke up at 7, so I missed it. Now, how do I actually jump in if I want to jump in? Now I'm looking at this, right? Just like over here, do you remember, like we talked about this yesterday, and I said to you perfectly, it was such a pitch point perfect thing. I did say it would come to the mid range over here, then break down, but it turns out it took out these highs and then broke down and nothing goes, okay? So it's the same situation here. This was a range bound environment that was playing. Sorry, Goonie, you take another shot there. It was another environment where prices was ranging. You shouldn't be taking a shot on that one. But it was ranging there, and I was saying your confirmation is once we lose this low, find resistance, off it goes. All right. So we come back in, take out this low. This was the key, because I'll get messages. I got a message from someone. I don't need to mention names because that's between me and that person who was asking about a question. Was asking about entry techniques and how do I enter. There's 2 types of entries. Okay, you got one entry based on invalidation. When I told you this is the invalidation, that's your entry. So when we talked about it yesterday, and it was like yesterday, it was price was coming to around this area here. You could have entered the trade over here because that's your invalidation, playing it back down to mid range, back to range low. Okay, does that make sense? That's number 1, because you are wrong on this high here. Because if we come up here, then we're gonna flip bias and we have to take longs. Okay, that's one entry. The second entry is based on market structure. So if you look here on market structure wise, right, this is on the 5 minutes anyway. So, so market structure wise, so we got this, right? Actually, yeah, let's do it like that. There we go. So the market structure wise was this. We got a low, lower high, lower low. Sorry, keep getting it wrong. Low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Well, let's just do that right. Low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and then that's what this is all bullish, right? This price is bullish, okay? Now if I change the color and I put it into, I don't know, let's say orange. I've got orange. I'll put it black. Then price start changing. But that's the high, right? That's the high. Then we got lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Then there's a stop run there, but it doesn't reclaim and hold above it. But instead, it comes back down, and then that's it. Breakdown completely. So all this was an entry for you guys to play on there, based on market structure. The price was breaking down as it is, and then that's why your invalidations is here. Does that make sense? I think that's the most alpha shit I can ever give it to you for free. I'm not charging anybody for this shit. I'm giving this out for you guys for entry techniques and how to understand the market and how to enter the trade. In terms of entering the trade, in terms of looking for the right trade significance, that's where the country club will come into play, right? But that's your guide on how to play that. It takes a lot of back testing, a lot of practice to actually understand that. But if you once you grasp the concept of market structure, which is a very key thing, you'll be good to go. You'll fix a lot of things. What are you thinking of, Fan Country Club, bro? I'm an Aussie, mate. My alcohol tolerance is dude. Aussies, man. I've chilled with Aussies and they can drink like a motherfucker. Those and the Sikh people can drink hard, and Germans, fucking hell. These Germans and Mexicans, they are non-stop. They have no limits whatsoever. No limits whatsoever. The British, right? Like when I say the British, man, these British motherfuckers right here that we got in this country, they're just nasty drunk, right? They're vile kind of drunk. So, but yeah, shout out to the Aussie, man. You guys, the thing is, what I've noticed about the Aussies as well, the more they drink, the more the nicer they become. I don't know how it's possible because they're generally good people. The Australians are really good. It's only the British that were fucked up people. We're very, very, we're a fucked up race, to be honest. The British really is a fucked up race. It's a disgusting race, in my opinion, but it is what it is. I live here, so I gotta respect them anyway. But yeah, here in the US, many people have been getting coke laced with fentanyl and dying by the masses. Yeah. I'm not surprised. There's when I was at uni, I was doing a paper on a research on painkillers in international. And the thing is, like the American doctors, they go to oxycodone number one, but here in the UK we go with morphine if we go for like strong painkiller. But oxycodone is 10 times more powerful than morphine, and then from oxycodone they go to something called fentanyl. Now fentanyl is 10 times stronger than oxycodone, which then becomes 100 times more powerful than morphine. So and that's why you get a lot of drug addicts. That's where it comes from. I think there's a problem with the healthcare system around the world. There really is a problem with the healthcare system. It's too easy to actually get painkillers. But then when they have a problem with drug addicts, well, listen, dumbass, you fucking was feeding them all this bullshit. But anyway, fuck them. So yeah, so now we're looking for a new range now. So we can get rid of that and we can start looking for where price is being consolidating. So we're on the 5 minutes time frame here, and we know we've got a range bound environment just over here. So you see this low here to this high there. That's the price. That's where price is actually range bounding over here. Okay. Sorry, Goonie again. You're Australian. You can drink another one. So what's happened over here? So we've got a low, higher, high. We get a stop run. Sorry, we got a stop run, and that stop run is one of my favorite things to trade. When I see a stop run like that and we close below the high there, that's now become for me to play. Right. Again, the invalidation for shorts will still always be here until proven otherwise. Right. But we are facing resistance at Monday's high. Okay. What we've done is, you see this area consolidation right here. It's just over here. This area. That's where we come into resistance. So you can bring a tighter stop loss above the black box over here. That's what you could do. So what's happened now with price is that we're range bounded here, come back down, find resistance, lower thingy, breaking the market structure is still going lower, but we reclaimed it and held it as support. We'll come into this area, which is not a problem. Now, if I want a tighter entry, I'm going to do this for you guys as well. All right. If I want a tighter entry, I'm going to watch this how it goes. Okay. You see this invalidate. You see this pin movement down over here on the 5 minutes, a fast move down. Now, I'm not really bothered if price comes into this area here. Right. Let me just change the colors and stuff like that. I wouldn't mind if price comes into in this area here. Okay. From this candle there. Let it do its thing, right? Let it do its thing. Breaks down them below the mid-range. There's your entry. You can keep a tight stop loss over here. That's very tight in my opinion. I'll probably put it above the black box, which I showed you. Playing it back down to range low, from the range low, and that'll be target 1, and that'll be target 2. I'd front run it into this area here. You see this consolidation right over here? That's where I would front run it. So number 1, let me delete this. That'll be target 1, and then target 2, looking to target 3. Okay, that's how I'll front run this area here. Right now, if price doesn't even come up to this area, that's a deeper pullback, right? A deeper push, right? If price doesn't even do that, that's not a big deal for me, right? Then what? How would I actually look to get on board? Well, I can get on board number 1 again, like I said, based on invalidation. Where this is where I'm wrong completely here. It's a wider stop loss, no problem, but we're gonna play back to range low, right? So that's one thing. The second thing is this: if I want confirmation, how do I get in? Well, look where we are right now. We're at range high. We found resistance on range high over here, and then we're finding support on the 75% of the range. No problem. Let it do its thing, right? The moment it breaks below the range low, right, and shows bearish market structure, right, like this, then I can say that's my thingy, that's my entry. I keep a wider stop loss there, going down to mid range. I play back to the previous all-time high, and then let me just do this again. I don't like this. I need to get the whole chart in, right? Let it do its thing, break down. That'll be target 1, target 2, and then we look for target 3. I'll front run it into this area as target 4 first. Whoops. Target 4 and then target 5. Why? Because this is an area of consolidation right here where price was stuck at, and we're stuck above the Monday's high and Monday's low. Consolidated above there, got above it, found support, off we go, and then we went to range high. Okay, so I'd always front run it instead of taking the lows over here. I'd always that's my way of actually looking at taking profits. When I took my profits yesterday, I took it slightly early. I took a 4.6 hour trade instead of a 5 hour trade, but I was quite happy to cut the trade, right? So that's the way I look at the prices there. That's the bearish scenario. Does that make sense, everybody? Right? So like I said, if price decides to come into this area, I'll highlight this area here, come into this area, let it break down. This is now my entry. Target 1, target 2. I'd front run it into this first. Target 2, then target 3. Break down, another entry right here. Compound my position to target 3 or 4, and then look into this area right here with consolidation, and looking to squeeze to range low. As simple as that. Does that make sense, everybody? What's up, Mo? How you doing, brother? So Gandalf was saying, I think that the chat needs to take a break from trading, hit the clubs, bump some uglies, and then come back in them when they are focused on making money. It does make it for. Do you know what? I'll tell you something though. I'm not a clubbing type of person. I'm not really a clubbing type. I went clubbing. All right, let me tell you. First time I went clubbing, I was 17 in France, right? And it was mad. It was mad. It was an experience because I spoke English, right? And I spoke English over there, and obviously the French got a bit excited and whatnot. It was all happy days and stuff like that. That was the first time. It wasn't my kind of vibe because I couldn't hear properly. You know, it's fucking loud. Oh yeah, by the way, for those who don't know, I only had one hearing. I lost my hearing when I was 4 years old. I got kicked in the ear by my cousin. Yeah, I got kicked in the ear by my cousin, and my eardrum, the whole thing popped. It blew up completely. So I had surgery when I was 4 years old. Children's Hospital. Shout out to the doctors over there, pediatrician, fucking lovely people there, and they oh, Jesus Christ, 1 second. Did all right though for 1 hour. Did actually really well. Loving you is a losing game. How can I take all I know, all I know. 1 second there. Put the video back on. That's it. Yeah. So what happened was I got fucked by my cousin. He popped my fucking ear, blew it all up. Right, I was 4 years old. Went to hospital, had an operation as well. They temporarily mended it, kind of thing as well. Like they did say, like, yeah, your hearing is gonna work, but temporarily. It's not gonna last for long. So it'll be a couple of years, but like it's good enough for me to actually use for and whatever. And they wanted to put like a hearing aid in, kind of thing. You know, the big ass massive hearing aid that hangs on your ear. And I was adamant, I didn't want it. My dad's like, nah, you gotta do it. I'm like, nah, 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 I'm good. I can hear, I can hear. And when I was 10, that's it. This hearing on the right side's gone completely zero, completely gone, finish. I don't hear shit at all from that hearing. So like when people talk to me, they think I'm ignoring them, but I'm not. I'm literally if you're talking to my right side, I'm not gonna hear you at all. Come to my left side or in front of me, I can actually hear. But anyway, but so there was like my family was like, you need to put hearing in it, and I just couldn't do it. So when I went clubbing when I was 17, it was too loud on one side of the fucking ear. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't like it like that. And that's when I was 17. I preferred this. I think smoking in the smokers area. I just chilled out over there. But obviously, I did my thing and whatnot. And I went clubbing again when I was 21. 21. I went clubbing again. Um, wasn't kind of my kind of thing. I went with NJ and with his girl at the time, and he was trying to convince me to go. And so I did to keep him happy as well. This is what bros do, innit? You keep your bros happy and stuff like that. So I went with him, and he went with his girl and stuff like that. And I was like, I felt like a third wheel in it. I was like, this is weird. This is weird. And no, don't get me wrong. Like NJ did not ignore me and whatever and stuff like that. He didn't do that. He was a loving brother. He is a loving brother. Sorry. And literally, I didn't like it. I just did not like it. So we was at uni, and my mates was actually wanting to go clubbing. I wasn't into it. But my two boys, Ali and Jamin, shout out to these guys, because if it wasn't for them, I would have not been. I would have finished uni because my dad passed away. I was gonna give up and whatnot. And these lads, these two lads, we're breaking down right now. So, oh, you want? Yep, I'll make it. That's right. Give me a second there. Give me a second. I'll make it as a mod. Where are you there, Vanessa? As moderator. Derry, I'm gonna put it as a moderator because you're always here every single week. Final Country Club, you're gonna be a moderator too. You know, you guys are lovely people, and Dubsdorf, I have a lot of respect for you too. So you guys are all moderators there, and as we grow, we're gonna have to. We're like, I'm making more mods anyway. But yeah, that should keep us going. So yeah, I didn't really enjoy it, man. And so, oh shit, look what I just saw. This is actually kind of mad, isn't it? See you guys in a bit. I'm joking. I'm joking. Literally. So, so, it wasn't my kind of cup of tea. So, if you guys ever meet me, I'm telling you these guys now. If you guys ever meet me and you're on my right hand side of my hearing and you're talking to me and I don't respond to you, I'm not being rude. I just don't hear. Okay. Goonie. What's going on? Battery change. Yeah. How much profit do you take at each targets? So to be honest, Wax, right? Like I'd say it's not about how much profit you take, just start taking profits, right? So I would recommend, like, especially at the mid range, you gotta cut 50% of your trade there. Me, I'm very different. I can actually watch it and hold it, right? And don't take the profits until we break down and I start compounding, right? But don't do what don't play like me because you're not at that level yet. Most people aren't going to be at that level until sometimes, okay? No, it wasn't NJ. It wasn't NJ. It was some dickhead called Nadeem in it. Fuck that guy, man. Fuck him up one day. Little pussy ass bitch. Fucking prick. Arrogant motherfucker he is though. Fucking arrogant. Good. But fuck him. If you're ever watching the stream, he knows what I'm talking about. I got a scar on my fucking eye right here. I nearly lost my eye because of him when I was 2 years old. Dickhead. But anyway, so they're annoying me now. Oh, the blue line. No, the blue lines are ranges for Monday's range. That's what it is. Can you park in disabled parking? No, I don't. I don't do that. I've never claimed disability. Never ever claimed disability allowances. I don't believe in that shit. I'm not fucking. I'm not one of them scams. I don't do that kind of shit. I'm very legitimate. Just because I've got a small disability and whatever doesn't mean nothing. I'm still working, still doing my own shit. You know what I'm saying? But how do you maintain balance as a human, dude? You learn to adapt to it. You know when you're young, when you're 4 years old, you just learn to adapt to it. It's like a blind person when they're born blind. They adapt to what they have in it. They don't become just because someone is blind, for example, or have a disability, it doesn't mean that they're just like, yeah, they can't function. They just adapt to it and whatnot. So when I used to do like fighting and stuff like that, and like martial arts, well, boxing and whatnot, like when I was younger, um, literally was just you just like my trainer was a really good trainer, Rob. It was a good geezer he was, and he got me to really understand coordination and balance really really well. So shout out to Rob there. Mm, okay, cool. Thank you, Vegeta. You're my left hand man, innit? When am I in France? I'm landing in France on the Tuesday. I'll tell you what day. I think it's the 13th. I land. I know where I'm landing. I land on Tuesday, the 30th September. My flight. I land in. I think it's about 7:30 French time. That's when I actually arrive in Paris. So that's why I'll be there, and I'll be there till Saturday night, and I'm heading back to the UK on Saturday evening. But I will still. Oh yeah, that's it. That's another thing I wanted to actually bring up to you. So I'll be in Paris for the blockchain conference during those time. So what I'll do is I'll do like the streams in the evening, like late in the evening kind of thing. That's when I'll do the streams, and it'll be quite a short burst kind of thing as well. So I will carry on with the stream itself, X, Y, and Z. Like things will still function as normal. It's just those 3 days I won't be so available just so easily, just because of the whole blockchain conference. I'm just trying to network a bit more as well. You know what I'm saying? So do you get to use it? No, I don't. The thing, I've never claimed disabled parking. Never claimed any of that disability shit. Never claimed a disability allowance. Never claimed anything. Apparently I'm entitled to, but no, that's not my thing. Fuck that. I trade, man. Why do I need to thingy? Why do I need to actually claim any of this stuff for extra money? I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Um, all right, let's do ETHUSD already. Give me a moment there, AD. So that's the short scenario. Long scenario is, like I said to you one more time, this is my invalidation right here. Here's my invalidation. So if price takes out the high over there, comes back and finds support of Monday's high, then we play it higher to set 20.7k, looking to go all the way up to the next set of range, because then we're playing in the mid range of the weekly range, and then we start looking at this 20.7 target one. I'll say that's to be target one. Oops. So breaks out, holds above it. Let me say that's target one, right? And the confirmation will be this. This is your confirmation, okay? Playing it up to this set of target here, go to 21.3, and then we see how it goes, and maybe we can squeeze it into this area here, right? If it comes out, and then squeeze it to range high. But I don't see that's happening at range high. But if we start breaking down, cut the trade, off we go, take the short back down. Okay, that's it. That's for BTC. Now Ethereum. And no, wait, if I go to Ethereum, EBTC, what's going on? I mean, it's looking kind of bullish there. It's broken above the trend line there. Let's go on 15. Right, let's go on this. I mean, it's this here. You see this here? Let's show you this. This area consolidation right over here. That's what's capping the market. You see it? This consolidation is acting as resistance, here. So if we come back up and hold above it, this will then be my confirmation to play it higher to range high. Yeah, this liquidity here, and go into this area there. So from there, I see us breaking back down. I don't see us being any bullish, and we can shoot it back down all the way to this target there, and then playing it back to here, and then to here. Okay, does that make sense, everybody? That's EBTC there. Now, I know we've got the merge coming up. What's Ethereum's doing? Yes, it's finding support on the Monday's high. But before we carry on, I want to show you something first. Oops. 1 hour. Same thing. This is the range band environment, okay? We're using July's low. Oops. right here. What we're using is July's low. That's July's low, and see this double bottom here. So there's liquidity resting on July's low. There's going to be liquidity resting here, and July's high would come up as a resistance, doesn't deviation, and off we go. So the question is, right, do we go any higher? And if we do, how high can we go before we start looking at shorts? Okay. So number one is that, well, we're above the mid-range. So it's bullish until proven otherwise, but we are facing monthly open just above us at level of, let's have a look, 1678. That's where the monthly open is, right? So I do expect us to find some sort of resistance if we are to carry on going any higher, right? And so, so what I'll be looking for is that if price were to reclaim this, then I say monthly open would be target. We'll see how we get above the range high, squeezing into to this area here, which is July's high, 1784, maybe squeeze into this area there. So if it does a deviation then, right, and comes back down, then I'll be looking at this. To play it back to shorts, will be this, will be my trigger back to shorts, playing it back to monthly open, 25% of the range, and then from there, oops, I can't even fucking draw. My hands are fucking being all wonky and shit. Back down here, target 1, target 2, see how we react, target 3, and looking at target 4, taking out these lows here, these lows over there. That's what I'll be looking for as a range bound environment. But until then, it's bearish market structure. Right now, we are facing a bearish market structure, right? Want me to show it to you on the 1 hour? Look at this. So the market structure is this: we've got low, a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, right? Everyone agrees with that. Let's change the color now, and the market structure is now gone to a high, lower low, because we're taking out these lows over here, right? And then lower high, lower low. Is this the low? Could this be the lower high for another lower low? And then we can just keep on doing this. That's all it is. Market structure is shifted on the downside, so I wouldn't be looking for longs for a long-term buy or anything else. It's a shit show. We got September coming up, man. So you know what I'm saying? If we got with September coming up, it's been bearish for God knows how many years, man. 7 years out of 9. Not so good, isn't it? Right? I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm happy to play the other side. What's going on, John McGee? I haven't seen you for a long time, man. How you doing, brother? You good? Really happy that you're back, man. How's your health? How's your family? Everyone all good? Disability parking one, bro. I thought that was not needed, but Legend Dank takes everything so casually. I might be a sensitive one. I'm an ICU nurse. Don't get me wrong, mate. No. Of course, I'm not getting you wrong. But I think everyone's the way I see it is like everyone has a threshold of pain, or everyone has a threshold of tolerance as well. Mine is just super fucking high. It's it doesn't bother me. I'm quite calm with whatever the situation that is given to me. I always believe that I'm a God-fearing person. So what I believe is that whatever God has given me, right, is given me for a test. So if He's giving me knowledge, the knowledge I've got is a test. What do I do with that test? What do I do with that knowledge? Do I share it, or do I keep it for myself and be greedy about it? End of the day, like, God gives and God takes, right? That's the way I see it. Whether you believe in God or not, it's not a problem. You can believe in karma, but it's the same thing. Good karma gets good outcomes, right? Bad karma gets bad outcomes. Same thing, same principle. Or you believe in a spirit or a higher being or whatever you want to believe. But we all believe in the fundamental basis of good energy, right? Good energy gives good outcomes. Bad energy gives bad outcomes, right? Same thing. So whatever was given to me, I'm happy with it. I'll just deal with it. Okay, cool. So what's going on? What's everyone saying? What signals the top at the first lower high after the first lower low? Sorry? What signals the top? First lower high after the first lower low. I'm trying to understand what he's trying to understand. Or what he's trying to say. After the first lower high. So this is the first lower high. Let me delete all this. First lower high after the first lower low. Well, signals the top. So, well, for me, the top would have been here. This bit, this deviation. Because once we step back into the range, that was the top of this range itself, of this range bound environment between the high and the low. And if you were to break it down, again, we're doing more education content right here, it's not a problem. So if you were to look at the range itself, look at this. Do you remember I say stop run is one of my favorite plays, right? Is this. We've got this high here, right? So every high we're making, right, we're breaking above and holding. Breaking above, range band. So this is a range. So we made this high. We made this high. We come back down. We break above. Bullish market structure. Range bounds. Take out this high. It's a deviation. It comes back down. Retest this low. Then it breaks the high again. It forms a new high there, right? So now this new high now will then become this. Agree? So now you take out this high, and you're like, all right, then cool. This is a range bound environment. Let it do its thing. But anyway, this is the previous high there. We come back down. Of course, we're gonna find support, right? Because it's an SR in its own way. Okay. Then we come back up, but we can't reclaim this high. If we reclaim this high, then that means market structure is still bullish. But we start making the first lower high on the 1 hour candle right there, right? Then you say, okay, cool. Then it comes back into this level here, back into between this range here. That's not good, but it's not a problem. We can still, if I were to extend it, we can still be bullish, right? Price can still come back down as a retest, right? Hold above it and reclaim and keep on going higher. Not a problem because this is the lower high, right? Sorry, the higher low. But the moment we lose this level there, right? So let me just delete some of this shit and extend a few things. Extend this line across. Extend this line across. The moment we come back down, right? So you start seeing another set of lower high there. Comes back down, takes out these lows now. And now we're finding resistance over here. This here is another set of signal for you for short invalidations where the extreme high there. And you play it back down. Then once we step back into the range right over here, well then hang on a second. You gotta ask yourself the same question that I always tell you guys. The fuck you doing back in the range? You know what I mean? If you're going back into this range, either you come in for a retest quickly and you're reclaiming it, happy days. But if you're not doing that, then we'll range bound environment, and this was all just a deviation of the range high. Does that make sense there? It's gonna say range bound environment. You guys are taking the piss of it. What's going on, Steam? Good to have you here. Lose this level. Everyone's got a word in it. So if you look at SC, he's famous for deviation. For me, I'm known for range bound environment. All right, cool. So yeah, so that's one way to actually have a look at like a price. And then once we come back into this now, right? So even if you say that, all right, this is your range. This is this here. You want to say this is extreme thingy, lower, higher low. Sorry, this is extreme higher low. But we, according to Vanessa, lose this level. So we lose this level, and now the question is, are we reclaiming this level? If we take out this high, then yeah, market structure has shifted to the upside, and we can actually go up to this area here, and then from there we can see if we can squeeze into this area, taking out liquidity over here. So that's what we're looking for. Yeah, does that make sense? So it looks like it, because what's happened is, it looks like we're going to go a bit higher. Reason why? Because look at Monday's range, right? This is Monday's range, and you know, we come back up. We had a deviation of Monday's range itself, capped at the 75% of the range, come back down to the mid range, held above it, and I did say it was going to come up to here. And now what we've done is, on the market structure wise, is that we made a low, a higher high, higher low, higher high. So this is all looking bullish. Where am I wrong? Invalidation is here. I'm wrong here because it's the higher low. So then if you want confirmation to play the game, then all you got to do is you mark out the high over here. That's capping the market. Can you see? Resistance over here. Turns over. So if price reclaims that level, right? And then that should trigger to play higher prices to this area of consolidation right there, which is a 1680 level, which is 75% of the range. From there, let's target 1. And then we see we can go up to, well, target 2, target 1, target 2. And then we see we go to range high. This 1700 level is the second quarter of 2021. It's a macro range low. Okay? Break down lower. You haven't said it yet. No, I haven't. No. What does EXO says? Lose this level. What does he say? I don't know. Like I know SC is known for deviation. I've heard it too many times, so many times for years. Love that guy. Good man. So that's the long from there. EXO says range. Oh, this is range bound environment. Oh man, it's just so that it happens that the guy's got. Oh well. So yeah, range bound environment. Yeah. Anyway, do I say it more though? I don't know. It doesn't really matter. It's just words anyway. It's just words. It's not like I don't claim any word, or I don't have any copyright, so it doesn't really matter. So even if anyone else were to say, like the word champ came from me. You know that. Let's go, champ. That one came from me back in 2021, and I see Wiz using that a lot, which is all cool with it. I don't mind it because for me, I'm like, yo, I actually brought in something to the CT into the space, and people are using it. So, like, I don't need credit for it and whatnot. Time to find your own word now. Fucking ammo. Come on, man. You gotta have your own catchphrase. You gotta have your catchphrase there. But yeah, champ is my catchphrase. Let's go, champ. What's going on, champ? But yeah, so anyway, so what we're saying is, so that's the long there. Now, if I were looking for bearishness, right? So we know this is capping the market, right? At the very moment, would I say this high? You could say this. You could say this. But let's just say this high, right? So if price comes back into here, finds resistance, breaks down, steps into Monday's range, then you know, hang on a second, that's your confirmation to enter the trade. Taking out this flat body candle there. Let me just actually extend this. I don't like this. 15 minutes. There we go. That's better. I feel much more comfortable looking at that. Right there. There we go. It looks like, okay, let's have a look. I'm just gonna have a look at that for a second. Give me a second, guys. I'm just having a look at this. So this area consolidation, can you see? Right over here. That's where price is at. So if we close below it, right, this is then going to be bearish to me, because then what will happen is this, right? Price will come up, break down. This is your confirmation over here. If you want further confirmation, I mean, I could enter the trade here, right, with a stop loss over here, right, and then, for example, that right there, actually no, like I'd say here, right, break down. That's a very tight, aggressive play, very aggressive play. So it's down to you if you want to take it, but the confirmation will be here, right? That's the confirmation, but then you're playing it back down to the 25% range, but then to this area, mid-range, okay? That'd be target 1, that'd be target 2. Looking at take out liquidity over here, and then we go to 75% range, which is the original consolidation, which broke it out all the way up here to make the range high itself, okay? And then we take out liquidity from this low here, and we'll see what happens. I wouldn't mind it coming back to this level here. This level here is the mid-range, and all we've done, we've finally retested that mid-range, and I think that's what's going to happen in just a moment, right? I think that's what's going to happen today, because if you look at it this way, that's the bearish play. That's the bearish play for the day trade itself, playing it all the way back down to 13. I mean, I actually do see us reacting on this area first. This area here, because I do see us coming back into this area, maybe pop into the mid-range, break down, and then go to range low, and then into this area here. That's what I do think that's going to happen, right? So let me delete that. And I think that's what's going to happen, okay? So, yeah, look what's happening right now. We're finding resistance here. It's a very aggressive play, and you know your stop loss is there, your validation is there, right? Because all we've done really is a stop run of this. A very strong stop run, and we can't claim that level. You know what I'm saying? Let me just change the color. See this high there? We can't claim that level. We're finding resistance right over here. So, it's quite easy there. Quite easy there. Oh yeah, the consolidation I was trying to show you is right here. This is the let me delete that. This is the consolidation over here. We send the market up to come back down, and that's the mid-range. Okay? So we're coming back down. See how it goes. I think that's a perfect short though. I just given you there. A very perfect short for a very tight play. With a potential play of shorting the market right here. Let's say short the market here. Validations over here. The range low. About 7-hour, 8-hour trade. You know. But yeah, that's what I'm looking at. So I'll probably enter the trade under once we get below here. Well, I need a little bit more before we start playing it. So that's ETH. That's ETH for you guys. Any more questions? Oh yeah, by the way, dollar. If you, in case you didn't know, dollar is what the fuck is going on here? Dang. Oh, I know what's going on. Let me delete this for a second. Delete this for a second. Right. Delete. And delete. This is a range bound environment right here. And as you can see, the low is capping the market. We've got support over here. We've got support over here. We're going to deviation on both sides of the market. The mid range is holding it. I think we push up higher. Right, I really do think we push up higher. I think the dollar is a lot more bullish than people are anticipating there. I could be wrong, right? I could be absolutely wrong. But what's happened is, and I've said this before, if we're stepping and holding this level, this 108, then that's a 25%, and then, well, a reaction off here, and then mid-range at 130.5 if we go any higher. So that's my view on this as well. There is the idea of, for example, like it's a channel, right? It is a channel, you can say. If I were to delete everything else, let me just show you this for a second. Actually, no, Control Z, right? Let me bring my levels back up, and I've got an idea. There we go. So if I go to this, put it on the daily, there is the idea of a channel, right? So if you look here, this is a channel itself. Let me show it here. Let's see. So that's like a channel there, but it's still in a bullish phase, isn't it? Because price can come up, take out these highs, reclaim this, go up to here, to about the 113 level. That's what I was talking about. And then maybe retest it, come back down to this area, and still go up to this area, and still do this. It can still do this, this channel there. Just because we got a channel doesn't mean that we're going to break. Like, it's a bullish channel, and what everyone thinks is the bullish channel will break down and go a lot more higher, a lot more lower. But it doesn't have to do that. It can stay in this channel for however long it wants to do. It can keep going all the way up in this channel, right? But yes, this bullish channel, once it breaks down and loses the level, retest it on the underside, this will be your confirmation, right? To play a lot more lower, taking out liquidity here, 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 into this area consolidation, into the base of it. This is the base of the channel, right? Look here. That's the base. And that will be an amazing play going all the way down here, right? So then from there, we'll see what happens. But while the dollar's looking bullish, would you really want to long Bitcoin? Don't think so. In my opinion, don't think so. So that's what it is. And then looking at ES one more time. Oh, we haven't even looked at ES at all. But ES right now, I said it to you yesterday. It's looking like a bag of shit. You know why? We've lost the mid range, right? If it was to be bullish, we should have held this mid range. Continue bullish market structure, going to range well 25%, then range high. But we come to the mid range, right? We find resistance. We've done a deviation of it, right? And look, market structure is low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. But then we take out this fucking low. That's market structure has just shifted already. So now if we come back up, any pullback is an idea for me to short back to range low. Does that make sense, guys? So if anyone's asking for long-term investments, guys, keep your money in the USDT, or just don't buy anything. It's not worth buying anything. I'm not buying anything, so why should you? I'm not giving advice to anyone to buy anything because there's nothing to fucking buy. You know what I'm saying? Any questions, guys? I'm missing a lot of the chats here. What the fuck's going on here? Let me go back a bit. I gotta see what John McGee is saying because I need to check up on him, see what he's doing. So see, I looked at CT this morning, and Exo Master shorting Matic said he would wait. Yeah, let it do its thing, because the market can push up a little bit with Ethereum, but then once we start shorting, we'll short the shit out of it as well. John McGee saying, very well, bro. 2 business close enough to being up and running. That I don't want. Good. Really happy to hear that as well. Good to be back as well. Just keep your business quiet. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to talk about it at all. Once you start running and does as well, then you can say it's fake. Then I would like to know what you're doing as well. So if you're doing like a restaurant business or whatever, I'll be down. Just like David, I'll be down to come and visit and have a meal as well. Thank you so much, Goonie. Dude remembers his viewers, ask after them. Pierre, peak top bloke. You're right there. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much, Derry. But yeah, you know what? It's sharing is caring, and it's all about love, man. End of the day, I feel like there's not enough love in the world. I feel like there's just too much hatred and bullshit like that. Is that we don't check up on one another. Mental health is a serious thing, man. It's a very, very serious thing. I've talked about my own shit going on when I tried to commit suicide and whatnot, and no one was there. All right, there was not no one was there. Very little people. I think there was about 4 or 5 people that was there for me. I mean, that's it. But if I can, do anything to help you guys, by all means. So let's see. Jam is something your uncle calls you when you're 9 years old. I never been called champ when I was a kid. That's called gugut. For those who don't know what gugut means in Creole, it means dickhead. Big love, John Caboose. Not being mean, I'm gonna start calling him Uncle Dank. I'll be on. I'll be on. Oh shit, dude, I'm bussing. I need to know when to use what time frames and when and what time trades. Can't wait for Country Club. Appreciate that, man. Okay, my battery's dead on there as well. Let me see. Any questions as well? Any live trading sessions? When the scalp's here, I'll do it. But not today. Not today, unfortunately. Smash up the likes, everybody, as well, man. Give me some love and support there. That's it over here. Let's have a look over here. 5 minutes. Let's see what we got. I'll do more like live trading sessions and during the country club there. I don't mind doing that. So look where we're coming into. You see that? Right into this area that I was talking about. This area here. So we get a breakdown, right? I don't mind coming into this breakdown over here. Happy days. Let's go. Confirmation will be below this range itself, but you can play aggressive over here. But my stop loss, I'll be honest with you, keep it above the invalidation, right? That's where we're wrong. Because if you want to look for shorts, that's the invalidation. Because if we take above it, we're gonna go a lot more higher. Okay. Thank you, man. Face cam, appreciate that. But nah, the battery's dead. I'm gonna head out soon as well. I'm heading out in just a moment. So I'm just looking at ETH USDT to see what's going on. Look here. Look at that. Pitch perfect, man. You can't make this shit up. And again, invalidation is right here. Right there. Alright, guys. I'm going to call it a day myself anyway as well. Any advice for that situation? Which situation? I longed ETH at Monday's high, but wasn't sure because BTC was at 85%. Okay. You long ETH at Monday's high. How would I play this? Okay. Let's see. So Monday's high, which is at 1560. So you are at profit, which is all good. Okay. So if you took a long over here, happy days, you're at profit. Now, what I'll be looking for is this now. Right? If I took the trade, and this is how I manage my trade now. Okay. This is now another education content right here on managing trades. So I know this consolidation is the main key thing, right? So if we can't, let's this high to this level, I'd say that'll be it, right? Yeah. So now what I'd say is if we get below, like if sorry, let's go on the 1 minute now. Now it's like I'm doing a trade now. Let's have a look. Delete. Last two candles right here. Very cool. That's the base of it. Here. So give me a second, right? Let me just focus for a moment, right? So the price. Let me just put this. Let me put this high. Horizontal line. Put this right over here. Okay. Price. The base of the movement's right here. So this is the base of the movement that came up. Took out the stop loss. Came down. Okay, that's fine. So then we have this area here. So what we have is all this. All this. That was bearish. It's bearish. Dude, it's bearish. Fully bearish on there on the 1 minute. I look at cutting the trade, to be honest, in my opinion. If you want to keep the trade, I'm not advising you. This is how I would play. Yeah, there we go. We're looking to go down. Let me enter the short now. Okay. So I personally have entered the short now. Right here, 1597 is where my entry was. doing this live right now with you guys. So 1597 is where I entered, which is about here. This is right over here. This is where I entered. Like I said, stop loss over here, and I'm looking to go down all the way to range low. That's me personally. But with Cruise, I'll just help you out in just a second. I just need to do this to like that. Right, 7.68R. Let's go. Anyway, so let me break this down for you, Cruise. So you see this. This is why I'm leaning bearishness right now. Okay. So you see this on the 1 minute candle. See this high over here. This candle there. It's always giving me signals, right? This high couldn't be reclaimed. Okay. It's capped the market on the upside big time. All right. So if I do this, go there. Can you see it? We're going lower, right? Now what happened is this block here we consolidated, come back down. It displaced from this. Is a displacement. We come back and we come back as a retest. We can't reclaim it and go higher, but instead what we do is a retest and we sell down lower. Yes, it's showing me bullish market structure in there in its own way, but you see this comes back down, comes into this area, takes out the high. It's a swing high right there, comes back lower, and then what we do, we lose this area there, and it's showing me bearishness. That's the first signal of bearishness right there. Okay, that's number one. Number two, right, is this. Now we still haven't been able to reclaim it, and I'm in profit. Oh fuck it, I'm too sick, man. That's what you call bad man thing, innit? Anyway, who gives a shit? So if I do the same thing right here, look at this. We weren't even able to have any strength to retest it as on the third time to break down. Fucking dank, man. You fucking gangster. Right on the minute. Right on the fucking minute. Okay, let's go. Let's go there. So yeah, so we can't reclaim this now. Now, if I were to cut the trade and I'm still holding it, right, my confirmation for me to actually cut the trade is this. Break down below here and find resistance. That's for me to cut the trade. If I want absolute confirmation. But I wouldn't have entered into a long. The thing is, the reason why is that you see this, now we got this bulk of consolidation right here. Let's highlight this high there, this low there. And this is where we find resistance. We weren't able to reclaim and hold above it. If we were to hold above it like this, I would keep on a long or even a scalp play to target 1 there, looking to target 2 over here. But we didn't do that. Instead, we just shut off. The resistance is too strong over here. It is monthly play. It is a monthly close today, so I'll be very, very careful there. But in my opinion, I wouldn't take. I'd look to cut in the position, right? If not, if you don't want to cut the position, keep your stops at break even, just in case we come back down. If we come back down and takes you out, you're not out to loss. But it's yeah, I'm bearish on this, to be honest, Cruz. Honestly. Oh, thank you. That's good. You know what? End of the day, dude. Even if I'm wrong, let's just say I get stopped out. I don't give a shit. Even if I get stopped out, right? What I'm happy that is that it was risky. It was always showing bearishness anyway. Is that even if it comes out here, takes out this high, we can always step in on a confirmation to play higher. Okay, the plan is there. It's all good there. But I'm bearish right now. Okay, so we'll see what happens now. Any more questions before I go? This is a fucking trade and a half. I ain't gonna lie to you. If you were to look at it like this, it's on the 1 minute, but on the 5 minutes. From here to there. Look at this, right? Let's try this properly again. From there to there. Let's just say here, like that. Confirmation is come back down, right? Lose this level there, and this is your this is your confirmation to play a lot more lower. This is your confirmation right here. So for those who don't want to enter the trade, I've entered it aggressively. I wouldn't recommend anyone to enter aggressively. It just, for experience, I know how the game plays, and I just play really. I like playing aggressively because I do like 7 Rs, 5 Rs, 6 Rs. I do like those kind of numbers. I do play the 1 R, 1.5 R, 2 R play. I do play that, but I love the 7 R. It just makes me feel like a bad man. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm joking. It just makes me feel like I know what I'm talking about. So I play aggressively, and I look to compound the position once we get back below here. Once we get back below there, I'll expand this. Right? If we do this and like that, I'll be entering it a lot more lower down there and there and there, and probably compound again that mid range. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Right? I'm happy to be wrong, but I'm, like I said, confirmation is below the mid range. Then that was all a deviation like this, and this was another set of deviation, and off we go. Okay. So it's just trying to trick everyone else. A bit like I said, dollar's looking bullish, ES is looking bearish. So I mean, you probably can get a little squeeze up, but then I just enter. I think you enter a short there as well. Thanks, I got my long 3 minutes before you enter your short. Good man. A confirmation by a chant really helps. Appreciate that, man. Entering every time your system gives you a signal. Love it. I don't know. That's the thing is, I'm seeing a lot of people on Twitter. They have like these like signals and some systems and whatever. My system is my fucking two eyes. It just works. It works. Obviously, I expect a bit of support here. This is the 75% range. So something like this would be alright. Break down. Off we go. So we'll see how it goes. I'll monitor it as we go level to level. But yeah, it is looking quite weak, in my opinion. You see this consolidation right here? Let me show you. Let me hide everything off, right? Let me delete all this. See this consolidation right there? What's happened there? So if I were to do it like this, for example, like that, you can see it right there. Look at this. That's a trend line that's going up, right? And we lost it, come back down. This was the bulk of consolidation there, where we came up, retested it, held above it, come back, retested support, comes back up here, makes the first official lower high. And then we lose this level, and all we've done is come back to retest it once, twice, 3 times. Off we go. That's my opinion there. I'm ready to go down lower, which is why yesterday, you know, when I said to you mid-range, and then mid-range we go back to Monday's high, but it was all based off this. Okay. Loving the look of Aussie. I think New York will give juicy longs. Could be, yeah, could be. But Aussie USD, yeah. Are we gonna see you with NJ anytime soon for George? No, unfortunately, no, we're not. It's just like we've got different times and different responsibilities between me and NJ. So yeah, I'll be down for him if he wants to jump on the show and whatnot. He's never jumped on the show with me. I've jumped on his. But then again, like we just got different time. That's what it really comes down to. Different times, different responsibilities, X, Y, and Z, that kind of thing. But if he's like if he's free to jump on, by all means he can jump on whenever he wants to. But it's just different responsibility that we both got. But yeah, thank you, a freak. Appreciate that, brother. But yeah, so that's it for me, guys. I'm gonna let you guys go, and plans are all there. Hopefully you guys learned a lot of things in terms of the education point of view, in terms of invalidation, stop losses, the entry techniques and whatnot, and that kind of shit. Yeah, Vegeta, bro, you want to jump in? When you want to jump in? You can jump in tomorrow if you want. By all means, you're always fucking welcome, my bro. We'll plan this out properly between me and you, yeah? Whenever you want to jump in. The freaking stream's always here. I need to get back to the late adopter as well, because he wants to jump in too. Bro, like, well, you tell me, innit? I'm all blessed. Goonie, yes, I know, Goonie. Fuck, you did message me in the morning. I need to get back to you, my bro. Really appreciate that. Yeah, I can learn every time you open your mouth. Appreciate that, brother. But yeah, guys, that's it for me. I'm gonna call it a day. Scenarios are there for in terms of longs and shorts and whatnot. If this plays out really well, 7.6R trade, fucking hell, I'm a happy man. I'm a really, really happy man. So I look forward to same here, Justin. I look forward to actually seeing you guys tomorrow. Take care of yourself. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe, and I'll catch you guys soon. Okay? Take care, champs. Love.